What's going on? In this video here, I'm going to touch upon a topic that people ask me about every now and again as well. And again, this usually comes from some of my new clients. And that's the topic of overtraining. In the last video, I just talked about, is it okay to work out on back-to-back days? And usually the question that follows that up is, how do I know if I'm overtraining or am I overtraining? I would say that for 95% of the people that are watching this video, that follow me on YouTube or my website, or are training with me in one capacity or another, do not have to worry about overtraining. Now, there is a small population of people that I work with, like powerlifters and athletes, and maybe you're one of those people. But chances are you're probably not. You're probably somebody who's working out to get into better health, look better naked, feel better, maybe get a little bit stronger and build some lean muscle. And as long as you're following a somewhat intelligent program, that's not something that you'd have to worry about. Overtraining is something that generally is found in people who are training, 6+ hours a week of intense workouts, and over a long period of time. We're talking usually at least 16 weeks or more. But I also understand that some of the things that you might read about overtraining when you get excited about exercise and hop on and do a quick Google search about exercise would lead you to believe that, oh my God, maybe I fall into that category. Things like, extreme muscle soreness that lasts for a long duration of time. Well, if you're brand new to working out, chances are you're going to be a little bit sore than you've ever been before. And that might lead you to thinking, oh man, am I overtraining? Did I really overdo it? You can overdo it in a training session, but to qualify as somebody who is overtraining and really needs to step back and reevaluate their program, or at least take a huge, couple weeks off there, you would need to do that for a long period of time. So one session is not going to put you through that unless you're really killing yourself somehow and develop a case of rhabdo or something like that, which if you're working with me, I promise you that's not something you're going to ever have to worry about. Some of the other things you might read about are being lethargic. Well, you could be lethargic from overtraining. I mean, that's certainly a symptom of overtraining. But if you're also a brand new client, and the first thing we start focusing on is just getting you consistent coming into the gym, you might feel a little lethargic throughout the day. And that's because we haven't adjusted your diet and your eating yet. And so maybe that's a question of just making sure that you're eating foods that are, highly nutritious and help you work towards those goals that you've set for yourself. If you're doing those things and all of a sudden you find that it cleans that whole problem up, awesome. If you're doing those things and it doesn't clean your problem up, the next thing I would say is, well, let's take a look at your sleep. Are you actually sleeping? Are you not sleeping? Are you not getting enough sleep? And this leads to one of the other questions or the other points that can make you think that you might be overtraining, which is insomnia. Insomnia is definitely a side effect of overtraining. However, if you were suffering from insomnia before you ever started working out, that's probably not the problem then again. So think about that. If you weren't a good sleeper to start with, my dog is going nuts in the video in the background here, so I'm sorry for any noise you might hear. But again, like I said, if you weren't a good sleeper to start with, chances are that overtraining is not the problem. The problem is that you have a sleep issue, and that should be something that you need to address with your doctor as well. So those are, like I said, those are probably the most common side effects of overtraining and the ones that people gravitate towards right away when they're worried about, hey, am I overtraining? And like I said, if for 95% of the people, that's not something you'll ever have to worry about. The chances are the answer to the question, am I overtraining, is no. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about overtraining or anything fitness related for that matter, feel free to shoot me an email, rob@robthetrainer.com. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the email list if you want to get some really cool information, and get a hold of my 8-week strength training for fat loss program as well. You can do that, like I said, just simply by signing up for the email list. Check me out on the website as well, www.robthetrainer.com. Hope you're having a great day, and take care.